Hello everyone, this is LanokirX and I'm back with some more Mellow Crafter. I hope everyone is having a great day so far, and if not, hopefully it turns super great for you all. And this time I'm gonna speak again, just randomly talking a bit as I'm playing here Minecraft a bit. And so this time it won't be it won't be as depressing as the previous video where I talked about my depression and depression overall and all that. But instead I'm gonna speak of, whoops, my pickaxe. A thing that happened, it was actually yesterday. I was out walking, you know, I've been starting to try to take regular walks, a bit long walks now I need to lose weight and all that. So I was out walking, usually I walk in, there's a little park not very far from where I'm living. Aplalana it's called. But I usually walk in that park because I love the nature and all that. Of course, it's really beautiful in there. But at this time I decided to walk in the town, in the more calmer areas. And so I was walking around. You know, it was pretty warm weather and all that. So, oh gosh, it was rather nice weather. So, and of course there was many kids out playing and all that. And when I was walking around there, and suddenly two young boys, they were between I would guess between 5 and 9 years old, both of them. One was a bit older than the other, and they asked if I had paper, like toilet paper or paper tissue or something like that. And I said, no, I don't have that. Sorry, but why do you need it? And then they said that and pointed towards behind them a bit away was two girls, also between. Well, I guess the small one was about 4 or something like that, and the other one was about 9, I guess. And the little girl was crying because she had fallen from her bike and hurt herself. She bust her upper lip a bit, so it had been started to bleed quite a bit. And of course, I couldn't just walk off and leave them like stranded like that. So luckily, it was right beside my uncle's house. Where he lives, my uncle Jonas. He's a really awesome guy. Seriously, it's definitely one of my favorite uncles for sure. He's a cop actually, and so I just went into them and asked for if they had the paper and all. And my uncle, his girlfriend is also a cop, and they got outside to help the girl a bit and. Clean her because she was a bit bloody in the face and all that. Luckily it wasn't that super bad, and her teeth seemed to be fine. So we talked a bit and they calmed her down. And the problem was that she didn't speak Swedish. She only spoke I think it was Indonesia or something like that. It was an Asian language. And but we still tried, and the older girl, she needed to translate what we said and what she said, and but essentially it was otherwise it was no real problem. We got her help, and luckily they didn't live far away. It was just a block down. So after the girl had been calmed down and her face been cleaned from the blood and all that, they slowly walk back home leading their bicycles. And we talk. I said to the guys and the bigger girl that very great of them to do what they did. They didn't panic. They didn't run away or left the girl. Instead, they tried to do what they could do, like help and calm her down and getting help. And it was just as I passed by there, and that was seriously. I couldn't imagine people actually going by that, but I know people would. I bet there's lots of people that actually would do that, like. Don't care, it's not my business, even if it's about children and all that. But so that feels, I feel really good about it, because I felt like I actually did something really good, helping them out and all that. Because that is what it makes me just happy to see how the little girl smile as she left, even if of course she was still hurt and all that. She still managed to get a smile on her lips, a bit broken lips. And as I said to her that Well, the bigger girl needed to translate what I said, of course, but that I also have a busted lip once when I was a kid. I was like 8 years old or something like that, and I have a scar on my lip. She probably will have a scar, I said, but there is nothing to worry about. It will calm down. It doesn't show that much, but you should be surprised how much blood it can actually come from a lip and all that. But yeah, so that was quite the event for me, actually. Not that overwhelming, but overall just getting there and help out. That I think so many people take for granted to always get help, but not helping others. Because you don't need a reason to help others, other people, and because yeah, I can't see any reason why you actually should walk by and not help people. There was once when I lived in oh gosh, what was it called, in a different city a couple of years ago. It was like 2 years ago, I think it was. I was out walking, and yeah, I do walk a lot, and it was that was summer, and it was one of the really hot summers here in Sweden. Usually we have really crap weather, you know, lots of rain and horrible weather and all that kind of fucking shit. But this guy, and I was out walking in this heat, and I felt like after 100 meters, like, well, fuck shit, I want to go home again. But I kept on going, and when I was walking, I saw an old man. I bet it was at least 17 or something like that. Standing in the sun and is about to unroot a stump in his yard, and I just saw slightly in the distance how he struggled with it, because he needed to chop off the thick roots and all that. It was not an enormous stump, but it was big enough to be a problem for him to do alone. And as I get closer, I looked at him and I saw. You can imagine being that old, standing over a stump and trying to unroot it in that heat, kind of in the sun and all that. And I just stepped over the little fence they had there and said, asked him, "But can I help you?" And he looked at me a bit surprised first, like, "Well, who the heck are you? Who are you to ask me of help?" And I asked to give me help and all that, but then he nodded a bit, and I took over and started helping him. And seriously, after 10 minutes I was sweating like a pig. But after well 20 minutes, I think, we had unrooted it and removed it, and under the time we did talk a bit, and I learned that he was an old industrial worker and all that, and it was rather fun. I actually think it's quite nice to talk with elderly people, because you learn so many things, and to hear what they have been through, their history and all that. You can call me, I'm a lore nerd. But yeah, so I just helped him out there, and we talked a bit, and he thanked me, and I just nodded and said, "It's no problem. I was just happy to help." And then I walked off and continued walking, and that was pretty much it. I did see him sometime after, and we said hello and talked a few minutes, but that was pretty much it. And we never actually gave each other's name or something like that. We just nodded and said hello and all that. And I for helping, I don't demand anything more than that. Since that was just made me happy. And things like that is definitely something I really hope to see more in this world, because there is so much bad things going on, and I know there is so incredible many people, nice people around. And it was something like it was in the same summer. I was out walking, and I had this route I went always through in certain areas and all that, and a couple of houses I went by. And one day an old lady, well, not that super old, I guess she was like 50, suddenly walked by me and stopped me a little bit, and asking me, how much weight have you lost? And I was a bit surprised by that question, and I said, well, I've lost about 20 kilos. I can see that, she said, and she was smiling. I've seen you walking by each day here, and I was wondering, because I really see you have lost so much weight and all that, and she just talked a little bit about that and cheered me up and all that. And for that is such an act of kindness. I was super happy. I'm still happy for hearing that kind of words, and I know that it's definitely something more people probably need to hear, especially when you are a bit overweight and really need to train. Things like that. Sometimes just words is more warming than anything. That is a good act of sincereness that I really hope. I just wish to see more. And the moral of this accurate little story is that you don't need a reason to be kind. You don't need a reason to help others. You don't really need that, seriously. It's the only reason I actually want is to see them happy, to see them smile, and just let them and hear them say thank you. That is good, way good enough for me. And it doesn't matter if I never see them again or if I will see them again. Because I know I made someone happy, I helped someone, and they will remember it. Because I helped them out and all that. And that is pretty much it. And so yeah, remember to be kind, remember to help others. Of course you can't do that all the time, but never ignore a person that is in need of help. Either it's a old man, a little girl, or whatever it is. I know, even if they don't say it or they won't remember it, they definitely will be happy for what you do. And that is plenty enough, at least for me. So well, I gotta cut here for now, and thank everyone for listening, and see you all next time with the next video of Mellow Crafter, and hopefully it will be something also very a bit highlighted and a bit happy. So thanks everyone, and have a continued great day, and remember, be kind to others, and they will be kind to you as well. See you later.